Hello everyone, Daisy here with another layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict cut files. This is Virginia Walker's Etsy shop, and today I am using this cut file. It's called Stargazer, and it is part of the Great Outdoors Week release. And she did another large release with all items that are themed for the outdoors. And there's a wide variety, so there should be something for everyone. So I'm starting out, this is actually my second or third attempt at this layout. I've been sick and just not like in my crafty groove. So anyhow, this is the one that sticks. This is the one I like. So I have this cut out in some white cardstock, and then I backed the moon with some silver glitter cardstock, and then I'm backing the stars with this, this is parchment paper. It's kind of like vellum, but it's a little bit more, it's got like a little bit more body to it. And I really like it a lot. I get that from the Cardstock Warehouse if you're curious. And it just makes the perfect backing to these stars. You're able to see a little bit through it, but not too much, I guess. So I'm just using my Tombow Mono Multi. This is my favorite glue to stick anything to anything else. I wish the nozzle was a little bit finer, but it works and I like it. It is super sticky, and this is, I think, the third layout I created this day, and my fingers were so sticky, like I was sticking to absolutely everything, and it was very frustrating. So yes, it was super duper frustrating. But I do think that I might disappear here in a second to actually go wash my hands, because I was having issues getting this parchment paper to stick down. So you could see there, like the paper is just sticking to my fingers at this point. So what I did is I cut the cut file out one time, and then in the design studio I released the compound path so that I could separate each one of the stars individually, and then I offset them by 0.05 just to make it so that there was just a tiny lip of the parchment paper to stick down to the other part of the cut file. If you don't do that, the stars will fit perfectly into the like holes in the cut file, and that's another way you could do it. You could just adhere it directly to your background paper as well. That is another option. Excuse me. So I pulled out this paper from the Indigo and Ivy Pink Paisley collection. I did win the entire collection, and so this is, I think, maybe like the second time I've used it. It's really gorgeous. It's this lovely like blues and greens and kind of soft florals and very earth tone. And I saw this paper, and yeah, it was perfect. After struggling with this layout and almost ruining like one of my favorite papers, I was so happy to find this, and so I decided just to stick with the Indigo and Ivy collection. So I pulled out the 6x6 paper pad, and I'm backing my photo with this little watercolor floral, and then with this other navy blue one. And the photo is of my daughters. It's summertime here, and we went to a drive-in movie. We saw Toy Story 4, and before the movie they were just hanging out on top of the truck, and we got some pretty pictures of them, and so I thought that this would go really well because they're out laying, you know, under the stars. The stars were just starting to come out as we were waiting for the movie. So I'm just going to stick my cut file down. I did cut a couple of those dangling stars off because my photo would have covered them up completely. So I'm going to add them down below now. And I love how that looks. I did pop my photo up on some fun foam, and then I got glue on it because there's still glue all over my fingers, even though I've washed my hands I think twice at this point. Still all over. So then I have to figure out how to cover them up. So I pull off these stickers from the sticker sheet, and I think they say, oh, like happy day, love this, and like stay golden or something like that. And they just fit perfectly there. They are covering a little bit of the movie screen, but that's just, I mean, there was glue on it, so I had to cover it, right? I pulled out a couple of those chipboard phrase sticker things, and I think it says, "You make me happy in real life," or "amazing," or something like that. I'm going to layer those underneath. It was a little word heavy over there, but I liked the way it looked, so I just decided to leave it. And just so you all know, I am mixing gold and silver. So I have that silver glitter cardstock behind my moon, and everything in this collection is like the coppery gold color. So if that drives you crazy, I'm going to apologize, but I'm okay with it. So I'm pulling a couple of sticker like tag banners here off the sticker sheet, and I'm backing them with some more of that parchment paper just to get the sticky off. The parchment paper isn't going to show it all. It's literally just, I had that on my desk, so I use that to back it. And then I'm going to layer up a few of these little tags here and hang them from one of the little loop-de-loop things by the moon. And I love how that turned out. I thought I could add this tag underneath, but it was too thick at the top, so it wouldn't fit around the loop. So I'm kind of creating 3 clusters, and they really, yeah, don't really, I don't know, they don't really form a triangle. They don't really go that well together, I guess. But I like the way they look, so I'm doing a little floral cluster over here. And then I have that tag cluster up there in the left-hand corner, and then I have the word cluster. So those are my clusters. Yeah. They didn't really go with the stars or anything, but they were just pretty things. So I am going to pull in 3 of these coppery gold hearts and stick them down. And then I realized, because I took the stick off the stickers, that I was going to have to glue those down. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but I did pop a couple of the flowers up on some fun foam. And now, I thought those chipboard pieces were stickers, but I guess they're not. I could not, for the life of me, pull off the backing, so I'm guessing they're not stickers, but... So I'm going to pull in these gold little alphas, and I decided to title this Let's Go to the Movies. I had Annie running through my head while I was writing this title, so I'm not going to sing it for you, but yeah, if you know Annie, you know what song I'm talking about. So yeah, like I said, I will have a link for the Stargazer cut file down below, but you should definitely head to the shop. I'll have a link just to the general shop as well. Go check it out, because there are just, Virginia makes the most amazing cut files, and they're very cheap and reasonably priced, and yeah, you should definitely just go see what she has. She comes up with some of the most creative and beautiful things, so I definitely highly recommend purchasing from her shop. So now I decided I wanted to add some splatters, and so I'm going to use this. It's from, I don't know, just cheap acrylic paint, and I think it's called Brilliant Blue. And I just watered it down, and I'm just splattering it kind of all around using a small brush. And then I, of course, got them on my photo. And I should have just left it because I made it worse by trying to wipe it off, but whatever, it's fine. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye!